And welcome to our little pop-up. This is a new event we've never done before. We're excited to kind of share products and introduce you to Hue and Grace and some of our advocates in our team. So we're going to do a little PowerPoint. We're going to go through each senior advocate on the team's favorite product or new experience coming to the company, and just kind of introduce you guys to why we love this company so much. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to share the screen. I like having a visual so that you can kind of screenshot or take notes as you go. And then obviously like to see everybody. So I kind of do this view. And then if you can put your own view on presenter, it should show you whoever is presenting, right? The biggest, okay? Just so you know. Okay, so welcome to our little pop-up for Hue and Grace. This is really exciting because it's mostly a company that has been on the ground building person to person, which I love. It's one of the reasons why I was so attracted to this company, because I spent the last 13 years at a virtual growth company. So I'm Jace Lundgren. I am a senior mentor for Hue and Grace, and me and some of my ladies are just going to show you. A lot of them have just started and come into the company this year, starting in January, couple in December, but pretty new to the company. The company itself isn't that old. It's only a couple years old, but they are starting to make big waves in the hormone health space. And so you're going to start hearing about them more and more. I'm sure you're seeing things pop up online already, which is good. But I just wanted to give you a little background into the company, and then just a little bit about the products themselves and the ingredients. We're not going to go too deep into that, but it's all a fully transparent company. So it's a health and wellness company. It's based out of California. They're fully transparent about their ingredients. It was founded by Ben and Sarah, who were having a long battle with infertility. And after 14 years, they discovered that a lot of the products that they had been using on and around their bodies were affecting their hormones and making it harder. And it kind of brought to light this concept of hormone health and this concept of clean products, right? Which you guys have probably had some exposure to. That's been waves of in and out with clean products. But this mission really came out of love. It's a family company. They ended up having family members of their own give birth to their two children, Hue and Grace, and that's where their company name comes from. They are really, really committed to making sure that the products that they put out there promote hormone health, that they're clean, and not just clean, but they're EDC free, they're cruelty free. A lot of them are vegan, except for the collagen, which is marine collagen. So I just wanted to give you kind of a little background on the ingredients. So as we kind of go through the products, you can kind of have this in your mind, in the back of your mind. This was really shocking to me when I first pulled up their website. Again, they're a full disclosure health and wellness company. So they list all of their ingredients. They have all the science, all the certifications available for public view. Sorry. But this was really interesting to me when I first came here, that there's no FDA standard for clean. So even though something says it's clean, what does that really mean? Right? It means as a consumer, you have to do a lot of research. For me, I was definitely one of those people that was overwhelmed by the amount of research you had to do in order to find clean products. I was really attracted to Hue and Grace because of the science, because of their team, because of the way that they formulate, because of the ingredients that they use, not just being clean, but also being hormone safe. So even if it's a clean ingredient, if it messes up your endocrine system, they won't use it. And so I thought that was actually really unique. So if you go onto the website and you go under the science, they have a full ingredient list, which I thought was also really helpful, of ingredients that are hormone safe specific, which I thought was really cool that they put all of that public and right there for you to make the research part of it less overwhelming. But they use ingredients that are plant-based, they're cruelty-free, they help not just protect against hormone disruptors, but they are functional. This is the other thing that I really loved about Hue and Grace is they're beautiful, they're luxurious products, they are really clean, they're hormone safe, but they're super functional. There's a definite purpose behind what they're trying to accomplish with the products. They're, again, protective, preventative. They help improve appearance as well as functionality. There's so many different, each product that they have is diversified. It's got a lot of different functions. They're extremely well thought out and extremely well formulated. The other thing that I really love about them is they don't use any fillers or binders, which is really, really common, especially in skincare and health supplements, but they don't use any. This allows them to have higher concentrations of the good stuff, the moisturizing ingredients and all of the things in the skincare. And then they also go a step farther and they use thoughtful packaging, right? Like they're a full thought company. So they do BPA free. They're free from plastics and harmful toxins that way, or any packaging that would disrupt hormones. And I did want to just go back because this was another little fun fact that I thought was fascinating right here. I'm just going to see if I can do this. So this is something that I learned actually from Hue and Grace is that 168 chemicals, women put 168 chemicals on their body every day. This is just in the stuff we use to clean, the stuff we put on our skin, our lotion, our fragrances, our makeup, 168 chemicals. I thought that was wild. And then men put on an average of 85. There's just so much crap in the stuff that we're using. And I'm not, you guys can ask my advocates, I'm not the like, let's go green with everything type of person, but I am the type of person that when I know better, I do better. And I do want what's best for my body, especially what I'm putting in my body. So I came from a health and wellness industry. I worked for 13 years in that industry as well, helping people maintain their weight, help them learn how to eat better. And I worked and focused in that area. And so now coming into more of a functional area and being able to address other health issues on deeper rooted levels has been really, really fulfilling for me. So these are kind of the basics. If you want more information, again, everything is full disclosure on the website. So you can go into any of these products and look at the full ingredient list. You can look at how they're formulated. You can look at the science behind how they were formulated and get all of the information that you need from there. So we're just going to take a couple minutes and we're going to share our favorite products so far. Again, this is kind of a newer company to the mainstream. And we're hoping to bring the conversation more mainstream. And that's why we're hosting these little events and popping up and trying to virtually kind of expand this message of clean skin health and home. So we're going to go through just our favorites so far. And we're going to start with senior advocate, Sarah Nelson. She's going to talk to you guys a little bit about the routine. Let's see if it will pop onto her. Hold on. Oh, it's Christine. Hold on one second. She's going to talk to you about the routine. This is what most of us started on, and I'm just going to turn it on over to you.
Awesome. So when we had our planning meeting about what favorite product we wanted to talk about, it was so hard to decide, you guys. Everything I try, I'm like, I absolutely love, but the routine is a 3-part thing. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. It's a 3-part thing. So there is the hydrate and detox, there's the collagen, and then there's the morning supplement. The collagen is super cool because it is a single ingredient. And I've used collagen for years. I wasn't really well versed in what exactly it was, but I can tell this is working. Like within a couple of weeks, I noticed how quickly my nails were growing and my hair was growing. I'm cutting my hair every 4 weeks, which there's so many extra perks to this kind of collagen, which has types 1, 2, and 3. So it also dissolves 100%. And maybe you've had a similar experience with other collagens where they don't quite do that. So I love that. I can add this to my coffee. I usually just drink it with my ice water and my pre-workout. It's fantastic. The second thing I love is this, which is our Hydrate and Detox. This has magnesium, it has electrolytes, it has a pre and probiotic, which is pretty cool. And which, if you don't know what that is, it's a powerhouse antioxidant for liver, and we naturally produce it. But if you're using over-the-counter meds like ibuprofen and you use those drugs, they kind of act like a Pac-Man. That's how I was told it. That's kind of how it was described to me, and that made so much sense. So it's kind of cool to be able to supplement this in an additional way that your body can actually assimilate. And then the final thing is the AM supplement. And this has replaced my pre-workout, which is really cool because for years I use pre-workout all throughout the day, and I don't need to do that anymore. And it's good for me. It has milk thistle, which is a powerhouse for your hormones. I can tell you all the ingredients. I don't know if that's boring, but it has D3. It has milk thistle, cranberry, curcumin, which is a turmeric, and what else? CoQ10 and black pepper. So it's a simple thing. I use all three in the morning. Right now, I'm actually drinking my Hydrate and Detox. It's kind of cool. You can have it throughout the day if you want. And it just simplifies things. And that's really what we're here for, right? It's to simplify simple swaps.
Perfect. I love it. So a couple of things with this, the routine, like Sarah said, is something that we all started on. It was something coming from the health and wellness industry that a lot of people start on. They start with that inside health from the inside out, right? I personally, I don't know, maybe the girls that have used this, the women that have used this can post in the chat just some basic benefits that they've seen from using it every single day. For me, it definitely was like anxiety reduction, stress reduction. It like calmed my gut, got my cortisol levels in check. It got me off pre-workouts. It got me off caffeine. It's just been such an incredible tool to rebuild my natural energy levels and just kind of bring everything back to my more natural state. But here are some other benefits that are what they really promote. So if you want to screenshot, then you can. This particular routine package, I would say, is a 60-day turnaround. So most people go on it for 30 days and then that's really when it's done I would say a complete cycle. This is how I like to think about it. The first 30 days is where it really just completely detoxes, rebalances, restores your system. And then the next 30 days is when you really, really start benefiting from that restoration. So if you're going to do this, I feel like you should commit for 60 days. The routine is $200. It's $180 if you do our HG Insider program, or it's $150 if you do it as an advocate. I like to be fully transparent about prices as well, just so you guys know. So I'm going to throw those out there just while we're going through this, because I think it's important. And one of those products that was in that routine is the collagen, which I know Sarah kind of touched on. This has been like a love product for almost everybody that has come into our company. It has just created so many amazing benefits all around. But a really special thing for us that we kind of float around and boast about on our team is Hina's hair transformation. So she's actually going to talk to you about the night serum, but maybe you can touch on the collagen too, just because I know that that's kind of near and dear. So I'm just going to have you unmute and we'll have Hina talk to you about her favorite product.
Hi. So I actually have it here with me. Oh yeah, the collagen too. I mean, I got a big packet and I like went into everything, not just one thing, but this I have used it like every night. I think I've missed like maybe 3 nights. So you can see the pictures I have on there, like what my skin looks so different too, because this is like December and this is right now March, it's just, so it's been like 3 months, almost 3 months of using it. And it smells so nice, and I like never miss it, like every night. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't do it. Like it just takes a little bit of time just to wash your face, to put it on. I'm actually gonna just like smell it, but like I already have some on today, so I'm not gonna add more on here. Um, but I just love this one, and it just, and the next morning too, like it's not, your skin is not dry, and you know you've put it on, and that it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. And the collagen's been doing really wonders. So my hair is growing really well.
I love it. So we don't have samples of the night serum yet. The only one of our serums or oils that we have samples of is the body oil. But the serums they don't actually have samples for. But the night serum is awesome. A lot of what I like to do is kind of rub it in my hands first, and I put it on my face, and I actually like to kind of like breathe it in. Which might be a little weird, but I like take a few deep breaths and I'm like, oh, and it's become kind of part of my night routine. You can also use this with our gua sha stone that we have, which is really awesome. But what I really, really like about this night serum is that it's gentle, but it's really powerful. So one of the things that I learned also about Hue and Grace is around 2 a.m. is when our skin starts to regenerate for the day. That's when it like absorbs everything that's on it and sort of like flushes at the same time. So it's so important to wash your face before you go to bed. Otherwise, the whole day is going to absorb in there. But if you can put this night serum on before you go to sleep, I like to put the lip mask on as well. It at 2 a.m., it really hits that peak. And that's really when your skin's going to start to see the biggest benefit, and it's really going to absorb into it. So sorry, I'm like losing my voice. The night serum is $70. It's $63 if you do the insider program, which I'll talk about a little bit in a minute. And then it's $52.50 as an advocate. Okay. Let's see. Let's move to Christine. She's going to talk about another one of my favorite products, which is the body oil. Take it away, Christine.
It's all of our favorites.
I know.
am so happy that you're here. My name's Christine, and I am here to talk about my favorite body oil. This is actually the very first thing that I tried when I opened up my package from Hue and Grace. And, you know, I used to be a massage therapist. I used to work in really high-end like spas, and I took a bath, and I got out of my bath and I opened it. I mean, even the packaging, like it's all so beautiful. And this little bottle right here, you can't even, you know, I think that's the hard thing is like, you can't really know unless you try it. And that's why I've been sending packets out to people, because it literally smells like the most luxurious thing that you've ever, it's like an experience. It really, that's how it feels. And it's not just the sensory experience of it all. It's really the ingredients that I love the most, because they're going to protect your skin. They're going to restore your skin. They have beautiful oils, grapefruit seed oil. There's meadow foam seed oil, rose hip oil. Those three alone are going to help like with premature aging. It's really good for like if you have any kind of you know, like eczema or anything like that. It has multiple uses. I've seen people take their makeup off, they put it in their hair. People have been talking about using it like before they shave. It also has a lot of essential oils. That's why it literally smells like orange peels and like some other things. It's hard to tell exactly what you're smelling, but it's all just like so beautiful. So it's my favorite. It has a lot of vitamins and nutrients, going to leave your skin really soft, really supple, but it's not greasy. It absorbs. And for me, honestly, I live in the desert. So anybody that lives in a dry climate, they know like my skin, like usually before I put it on, it's like all kind of chalky looking. And then I put it on and it's just got this really nice little supple glow. And it's just a really, really nice oil. And it's family friendly. Everybody can use it. And it's gonna protect your skin. It's gonna create like a moisture barrier during the day. So I like to use it like first thing after I take a shower, or after a bath, oh, the bath and the oil are like the best combination ever. And then I'm just like ready to move into my night routine, which is amazing. And we talked a little bit about that, about our night serum. So yeah, it's a beautiful product. And I really, really would highly recommend that everybody try it.
Yeah, I love that. So Christine is an associate mentor with Hue and Grace. She's been here, I think, a month longer than most of the other women. So she was the one that went to the website and was like, it feels like a spa here. And I love it. She just glows with excitement, and I love it. So the body oil is great. Somebody mentioned that their daughter has eczema. So this, or even our new body butter, would be really good for that. It's gentle enough for those conditions. I love that it's family friendly. I have an autistic son, and so we have to do a lot of different things to regulate his nervous system. And one thing that we've been doing is using the body oil and just doing like it on the hands and things like that. It's made a big difference. My husband likes me to rub it into his hands when we watch TV at night now. So he's like, oh, where's my oil? And I'm like, just a minute, let me go get it. And when we do the night oil and we do the gua sha stuff, and it's just become kind of like this part of our wind down at night. But I love it. Like Christine said, it's great for cuticles. This really I get really dry, cracked feet. I also live in a super dry climate. It has completely cured that. I've never found any product that has done that before. It's just really awesome. I think it smells like oranges. If you're going to try something for the body, this is the thing, I'm telling you. So the body oil is $40. For insiders, it's $36. And for advocates, it's $30. And then we're going to go to actually one of our newest advocates, Jen. She just started. Did you just start this month?
Yes,
Oh
not even 3 weeks ago.
It feels like it's been like you've been with us forever.
I know.
So she's just going to kind of go through her experience so far, and you can kind of touch on that.
Yeah, I was going to say the crazy thing is that 4 weeks ago, I hadn't even heard of Hue and Grace. And it just happened that I was sharing on my social media about searching for a good collagen. And Christine reached out to me and she told me about her collagen. And at first I was like, I don't know, because I was taking one from Amazon, but then we got into a conversation and like you just said, she just exuded so much excitement and belief in this product that she'd been using already for a few months. I think she joined back in October, she said, and just talking about how much of a difference it made for her. And it was just contagious excitement. I knew Christine before from being in the health and fitness industry too. So I trusted her and had a long conversation with her and with Jace. And I was like, you know what, let's do this. Because I went on their website. I took a couple of days to kind of read, like Jace was saying at the beginning, reading over their mission, reading over all the ingredients. I've been for the last few years, I try to swap out things in my home, like cleaners and, different products, not perfect, but I've kind of been on that wavelength. So a company like this is just perfect for me, for my family to have cleaner products for all of us. So I've been loving it. I think it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that I've joined, and it's just been an awesome experience, such a supportive community and just really fun and exciting. I love all the products. I joined with this essentials package. So it was almost everything. But since then I've bought the other things like the scrub, and I got the body butter that just was released just yesterday. So I just love that it makes skincare fun and simple. I feel like I can be kind of lazy with skincare, but I've been wanting to take it more seriously. But now it's I want to do it. At night, I take out my nighttime, the nighttime serum, my nighttime supplement, the Gua Sha, and it's my little 5 minutes of my own time to kind of wind down for the night. And same thing in the morning. I've been doing the routine in the morning, and it just makes it simplifies all these things that I want to do that sometimes just feel hard to do. It makes it easier. So just having a great time. I'm glad to be here.
I love it. She also, just so you guys know, she did join as an advocate. I don't know if you were going to start building a business right away, but she sort of just did. And so she just was the next day was I need a sale already. It's been really fun to be at a company that the products just really speak for themselves. They really do. They're an easy sell just because, again, of the way that they're formulated. And I think the community aspect of it is kind of contagious, and you sort of get in and you're like, oh, this is like light and fun. And it's really refreshing too, because our community is so diverse. There's a lot of different age range. There's a lot of different dynamics of just all over the place. And it's just cool to see how it can affect every single person. It's not just women, it's also men. Men also have hormones. I know we don't talk about it a lot, but they do, more than testosterone. But it's just kind of cool. It's cool to be able to use all this stuff on my son, who is in puberty, and my husband, who is way past puberty, my 9-year-old who hasn't even hit puberty. They're all boys. It's just me and the boys at my house. So they're my little testers, and I use it on them a lot as well. So it's been fun to see women like Jen come in and just embrace all of it, but also to just kind of see it naturally at work and at play, and that excitement kind of come. And what I've discovered too is that when I started, I invested in a few things. I think most of the other women on here can agree. They invested in like 1 or 2 things because they're like, oh, it's new, and it's like a little more expensive or whatever. And then within a couple of weeks, they're like, what else can I buy? What else can I try? It's just sort of addicting that way. So that's been really fun. Okay. We wanted to sneak peek product. This actually just dropped yesterday, which is really exciting. I don't know if Christy is on. Let me just look and see if she was able to hop on. So Christy is a nurse. And so she was like, I may or may not be able to hop on. So if she's not on, then I'm just going to do it. So our body butter, our Velvet body butter, just barely launched to the public, to all customers yesterday. The advocates get a little bit of an exclusive window, and so do the HG insiders. They get a little bit of a pre-product drop. So I got mine already. So I was just going to kind of show you what I love about this is that it's blue. I think it's so cute. And I actually, what's really interesting is body butter is really, really thick. I have really dry skin. So when I put on body butter, it always is super, super oily on me. I don't like how it lasts. But this is actually, you don't need very much, but it goes a long way, and it absorbs really, really quickly. So you still get like that feeling of like that thick body butter, but it's not like the gross, now I can't touch anything for 30 minutes kind of feeling. Like you could probably put your leggings on right after if you put it on your legs. But what I really like about this, and I'm just going to kind of make this a little bit bigger if I can. Oh, this way. These are just some of the butter benefits. I personally had one of my sisters start using this with the body polish. So we have this exfoliating body polish. She gets that red rash on the back of her arms. What do they call that? Chicken skin? That's what they used to call it when I was young. I don't know if that's PC anymore, but that's what they used to call it. Anyway, so she would use that body polish, and she's like, and she has it on her legs too, just like this permanent like razor rash. And it completely took that away, which is awesome. Like that's just something that I didn't even know was one of the benefits. So she's like, oh my gosh, my little red bumps have gone away. And then she started adding this body butter in, and she's like, I've never seen my skin look like this ever. It's never been this clear. What I really like about this is it's safe for things like eczema. Who was that was saying that? Donna? I think. Yeah, Donna. So these are all family-friendly products. That's another thing that I love about it is they're safe. This is probably like my #1 selling point with Hue and Grace with every single product. And one of the reasons why I partnered with them, because I will never be an ingredient basher. I will never be like geeking out on this stuff. Like I want a company who does all that for me, that I trust. And so the team really sold me. I think just having that confidence back the product has been so helpful. So this particular product, it smells like wildflowers. I was telling my team, but it's not like overly strong. None of the products are overly strong because they don't use dyes or fragrance. It's the natural scent of the actual product. So it smells like blue tansies, if anyone knows what that smells like. which is the active ingredient in it. But it's EDC free, it's hormone safe, non-toxic, right? This is designed for intensive repair. So those cracked feet, those rough elbows, those chicken skin. I don't know. I really don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's a medical term for it. But it's just been really fun to kind of open up these new doors and just kind of see this. Look how pretty it is, guys. It's so nice. Okay. So the very last thing that I wanted to talk about is my favorite product so far, which is the community. I know it doesn't seem like it's a product, but it is. This has been, I was thinking about this the other day. If I had to sell my favorite thing, what would I sell? And it really is the community. It's just been so amazing to come into a space that is filled with just empowered, driven, happy, just lighthearted women who just want to have fun, who want to do something important and have impact and bring significance to the table. One of the things that I love so much about building these kind of businesses is that, especially for women, again, I'm talking a lot to women, but it's for men too, is we have so many different roles that we play, which we talk about a lot, right? All the different hats that we wear all the time, but there's very, very few spaces where you can just show up and be independently yourself, where you can work on something that's just for you, that isn't really for anything other than your own fulfillment. And I think that that is one of the most beautiful things about this, is that you really can just deep dive into that part of it and just be like, what are my goals? Like, what do I want to accomplish? Aside from everything that's going on. Hold on, let me mute everyone so that we don't get feedback. But that has been one of the most exciting parts for me, is just seeing how many women come into this space and just like glow. Again, probably from the inside out, from the routine and all the products that we're using. But it's also the company that you keep. It's also the people that you surround yourself with. It's also the environment that you're constantly being fed. And I think it's been such a positive environment. There's stressful things about any job, but even the stressful things here, it's been nice to just, and my team knows, like, we're just like, no, we're just going to have fun and like bring joy to the table. And that has been such a treat. So last thing, and then I'll let you guys go, is there's 3 different options for purchasing that I've been talking about a little bit. And if you guys have questions, you definitely can post in the chat, and some of my ladies can answer if you have any questions specifically. But there's 3 different ways to purchase with Hue and Grace. You can just do straight retail and just be a customer. I talked about the HG Insider pricing. This is for people who subscribe and save. So if you do the routine and you want to do those 60 days, you can sign up for automatic renewal. That is basically the subscription, and that qualifies you as an insider, which gives you 10% off your product. You get 2 points for every $1 that you spend, which comes back as a coupon and a product credit for you later on. You get free shipping on every order over $100. And this isn't noted on there, but they do have a Give 10, Get 10 program for these customers, where you can share your customer number as a referral and get $10 in product credit every single time somebody uses that. So it's just sort of, again, you get exclusive access, you get early access, you get a lot of different benefits for that program, the biggest being the 10% off, which I love. And then the advocates, the benefit of being an advocate, you can sell product if you want to, 25 to 40% earning on sales that's paid every single week. You get a lifetime discount of 25% off, which I think a lot of people join the advocacy program for that, like Jen, and then end up being like, I love this. And then all of a sudden they're making sales and didn't even realize it. But you get a little website of your own that people can shop on. You get to be part of the $1.3 trillion market, wellness market. And then the biggest part of it is you get to celebrate with community and like-minded people in a shared mission. So events, discounts, connection, all of the fun things. This is why I love the community so much. So Thank you guys all for coming. We really tried to keep this short and sweet because we know your time is so valuable. So thank you for hopping on. I know some of the advocates who invited people here have offered little incentives for showing up. So get with your advocate, ask them about further information on pricing if you have specific ingredient questions. And just so you guys know, all of the products that we shared tonight as well, they all come in different sets. There's a bunch of different set options. So if you saw more than one product that you wanted to try, like the body oil and the body butter, there's sets for those that come at a little bit of a discount, which is awesome. So just reach out to your advocate and ask for that information. And we hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.